Hey guys, so today we're going to talk about another running watch, and that is the Garmin Forerunner 45. All right, so Garmin has been around for a long time. I remember when back in 2008 we had those big old brick Garmin Forerunner 405s that we had on our wrist. They were literally bricks on your wrist, and you had to put your arm in the air to get a signal. And literally every runner had a Garmin 405 on their wrist. But nowadays there's a lot of options for runners in terms of GPS watches. In Garmin itself, they have the Forerunner series, they have the Vivo Active series, they have the Phoenix series. So there's a lot of options. But today we're going to talk about this Garmin Forerunner 45. So this is a nice looking watch. I do like the circular watch face that it has. This is a 42 millimeter case with a 1-inch screen. This is a chemically strengthened glass. I thought it was plastic, but it is glass. It's held up so far, no scratches. It's a 1.03 inch display, which is one of the smaller ones that Garmin makes for their watches. It's a trans-reflective screen, and it's always on. So that's it when it's always on. And this is it with the backlight over here. So it's a good looking screen. You pretty much read it at all times. If you turn it around, it has the plastic body, and it'll have the heart rate monitor over here, and then the charging port, which is a 4-pin charging port that Garmin likes to have on all their new watches nowadays. If you look at the straps, this is a silicone strap, and it's very stretchy, so it'll be comfortable and taut on your wrist when you put it on there. And you can switch out the straps if you wanted to, but you're going to have to really want to switch them out because they are attached with screws, unlike the quick release straps that Garmin has on all their other watches. So yeah, I do think that this watch is a good looking watch. I just wish it was a little bit bigger. I prefer a bigger watch face, but this is totally suitable for most runners. So let's look at what the buttons do on this watch. The top button over here, if you hold it down, will bring you to this menu, and you can select if you want to lock the keys on your watch, the power off timer, which is useful to have, the stopwatch, alarm clock, the connectivity with your Bluetooth to your phone, do not disturb mode. Say if you're in a movie or a meeting and you want to not have notifications on your watch, a little buzzing sound, you can turn that on. You can find your phone, so if you press that, it'll send an alarm on your phone basically, and you'll be able to find your phone. I've used that plenty of times. And then this is the assistance button. The assistance button can be accessed by doing this way, or you can just simply hold down this top button for about 5 seconds, and then it will give you 5 seconds to send the alert. And that's one of the cool new safety features that Garmin has. If you're in trouble or if you need some assistance, you just hold that button down for 5 seconds. It'll send your GPS location to your emergency contact that you have to set in the app. So that's pretty cool. It also has incident detection on this watch. So if you are, say you get in a crash, or say you have a heart attack or faint for some reason, and you are working out, this has to be on a workout mode. If you are stopped for about 5 minutes, it's going to send that GPS data to your emergency contact. This only works during a workout, so if you're not setting your watch to a workout, this won't work. But if you do happen to have a crash during your workout, it will send an incident notification to your emergency contact. So that's another great safety feature that this Garmin has, and a lot of the other newer ones has also. So the next button over here is this middle button. If you hold that one down, it'll bring you to all your other menu items, such as your watch faces. You can switch whatever watch face you want. You can use the Garmin app, pick different watch faces. It has your alarm clock, your history for your workouts, different widgets that you want. Press and hold down this last button, the bottom button. This will send you to your music control settings. So on this watch, it does not have memory to store your music inside of it. You have to be connected through Bluetooth to your phone, and that's how you will be able to listen to music. You'll have to listen to your music through your phone, but you control the music with this by pressing play. You can increase the volume and decrease it with this, and of course play, go forward, go backwards on your music on your phone. So that's a pretty convenient feature. So let's take a look at the button on the upper right hand side, and this is going to be for your activities, and this is a mainly running watch, so everything will be running related mostly, but it does have other activities that you can do, such as a treadmill, bike, walk, cardio, and you can add a lot of different ones on the app. I know on the Vivo Active, you can do that in the watch, but this one you'll have to go through the app and add whatever you want. I don't really use those. It's mainly for running, so I'll be using it for running. So if you press the start button, you'll find GPS, doesn't take too long. And what you get is this screen. It'll have your distance, your timer, and your pace. And then if you go to the next screen, it'll have your heart rate zone, your heart rate, and how many calories you burn. Yeah, that's basically all you need. You can definitely set these to whatever you want to through the app. So when I'm running, the data fields that I want are my distance, my time, my pace, my average pace for the lap, and finally my heart rate. So those are the most important ones for me. So this mainly is a running watch, but it does have activity tracking data that you can find. So if you just simply press down on there, you'll see your health stats, your heart rate, stress levels, and body battery. It'll have your notifications from your phone, the weather app, how many miles I did this week, barely anything, and then your calendar. It's Mardi Gras season, so I have that on my calendar. All right, so what are my overall thoughts on this watch? I do think that this is a great running watch. This is the Forerunner series of watches that Garmin makes, and it is geared towards runners. For swimmers, unfortunately, you cannot track your swimming data on here. Even though it is waterproof up to 5 atmospheres, you cannot track it with that. You'll have to look at other watches for that. But I think that for running, this is more than enough, and it will track everything that you need. Some things that I don't like about it is that it is a smaller watch face. It is a smaller screen at 1 inch. The Vivo Active 3 is a 1.2 inch screen, and trust me, inches matter when it comes to watch faces, because if you have a little bit poor eyesight getting up in age, you might pass on this watch because it might be too small for you. But other than that, I think that this is a great watch. But you can find the Vivo Active 3 for cheaper right now. I think it's about $119 on Amazon, so you might want to think about that. If you want one of the newer watches that Garmin makes and you're looking for the lower end of pricing, look to this watch. And like I said in my last review, there is the Miles app where you can get 20% off of Garmin's. It was 30% off, now it's 20% off, but still something off. So download that Miles app. I have no affiliation with them at all, and get that 20% off of Garmin products on there, and this will be a little bit cheaper for you guys. So yeah, that's my review on this watch. If you guys enjoyed this review, please let me know in the comments down below. Like my video and subscribe to me. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.